Remember the humble beginning started this in a garage with two guys. And then when we built this place back in the early 2000s, we didn't think we'd be able to fill it. And so we designed it in 2 phases. And now we've just blown through it. I mean, Josh, how many facilities do we have spread around the valley now? Like 5 or 6. I think we have some facilities I haven't been to. Like the rate of growth has just been crazy. In the last couple months, well, like this project on the new headquarters has been a decade in the making. We put a ton of creative energy into it. And you know, we hit some obstacles along the way. I learned how intense local politics can be. And I just want to thank the governor for your leadership, bringing together a bipartisan coalition. Get my phone out so I don't forget too many names here. Yeah, let's give a round of applause specifically. But look, we're in a world that's pretty partisan right now, right? I mean, it's easy for things to fracture. And what was really cool about this is a bipartisan coalition came together. Arizona is open for business. So thank you all for that. And in particular, I want to make sure we thank, Senators Carroll, Shannon, Gowan, Rhonda, and Hernandez. Thank you. We had a late freaking arrival, I blanked on it. And then also, Rep. Rivero and the Speaker Montenegro, and the folks from GPAC, Chris Camacho and Dan Simon from the Chamber, Rep. Hendricks and Senator Leach. I mean, the list goes on of people who stepped up. And I also look, this is intense in politics. Sometimes you take a lot of heat for stepping up and engage. The safest thing is to not engage when people get heated. And you're seeing a lot of the courage right across the front row here, people that stood up. And for me, it was very emotional. I love this state. There was nowhere on earth I'd rather live. And it was terrifying, the thought that me and my family, and you and your families, might not be able to plant a flag for the long term. But we're there. The state stepped in a way that I think other states could look at it as an example of how you come together in a bipartisan way to support projects that solve problems, that create high-paying jobs, and engage on housing issues, and bring people together to do great things. So with that, I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to hand off to a woman who gets a lot of credit for helping this all come together. So Governor Hobbs, please come on.
No, this one's on. Okay. Well, good morning, everyone. I am really happy to be here. This is a great day for Arizona. Thank you so much to the Axon board and the leadership team and all of you, the employees, for being here to host this really unique signing ceremony. I said earlier that this is the Axon bill, but this is a win-win for Arizona too. It's about creating great jobs, saying that Arizona is open for business. And I have to say, this is maybe the first bill signing I've been involved with where there's actually signature shoes involved, so I love that. So Axon is the model for our future, a homegrown technology company that impacts people around the globe, making them safer, making their governments more transparent and effective. And today, we are showing the world that Arizona is in the business of growing business. And as long as I'm governor, I will support Arizona businesses who are working as a partner to bring innovative solutions to our tough challenges. I will ensure that government is a partner in their success and stand against politicians and special interests who use government to attack our entrepreneurs. And I'll do that because I believe in the Arizona Promise. The idea that our state should ensure opportunity, security, and freedom for all Arizonans. And that promise means if you come to our state, you work hard, and you play by the rules, you have a shot to succeed. Arizona is a state where you can take the business that you started in your garage and build it into a Fortune Future 50 company worth more than $40 billion and employing thousands. The opportunity of the Arizona Promise belongs to all of us. The founders of Axon, the thousands of Arizonans who make up the Axon team here, and the thousands more who will benefit from the jobs and economic growth that this bill will bring. And now, I know that the law that we're here to celebrate today had its detractors, but this is bigger than a few of the loud voices who attempt to use government to punish business. By letting Axon leave for Florida or Texas, we would be sending a message that would reverberate throughout the country. A message that Arizona will let politics get in the way of common sense. These days, businesses face enough chaos and confusion from Washington, D.C. And while the national economic future becomes more and more uncertain, I will always be a common sense leader. I refuse to stand by and let Arizona lose out on jobs and business. And that's why I brought leaders of both parties together to pass this bill. And I want to congratulate you all. Some see this law as a win for Axon alone, but I see it differently. When I sign this bill into law, I'll be thinking about the thousands of Arizona families that will keep their jobs here in the state that they call home. Now, you won't have to choose between losing your job or uprooting your family and moving out of state. You can stay here, and that's exactly where you belong. And I'll close with a message to companies and entrepreneurs throughout the country who are looking for a state that believes in opportunity and freedom. We value a growing and skilled workforce. Who value a growing and skilled workforce? Who want to relocate to a place where government will be a partner in your success. We want you. Arizona is in the business of growing business. Thank you so much. And with that, I'd like to introduce Senator Carroll, who was instrumental in getting this bill across the finish line. Thank you.
Well, as you can tell, I came with a prepared statement. They just handed a politician a microphone, so the sun should go down by the time I'm done. I hope you're all ready for this. Actually, this is my seat name here, preserved. Anyhow, God, where do I start here? Because I know some of the members that were involved, especially Representative Rivero, Chairman Rivero of the committee. You guys were there to hear this bill when it became on paper ready to go. And I just got to say, first off, you should all congratulate and applaud yourself. Just hold it a second so I can say this. Because you did something here. All of your families, all your friends, you stood up for democracy and you showed up downtown to encourage and convince the membership that there was a worthwhile cause to fight for right here with this piece of legislation. So give yourself a round of applause because you guys did something outstanding. So I'll go down the list. I met Rick about 7 years ago, I think. I came to this facility when it was slightly smaller. And no, he didn't use me for a tase dummy, okay? I don't feel those things. There's the challenge. Anyway, but I want to, make sure you guys know we're in your corner. We're all about families. I have family here. All these members have families here. And Arizona's a place that's really going to explode and grow. It's doing it now in spite of the economic situations. It's just a place to come. And you guys are opening the door. You essentially, by your actions, have said, this is the place. And it's made national news. I was reading the Wall Street Journal, and they were talking about our state and how we've banded together to keep the door open for business. So I thank you all for the inspiration, and it means everything. You guys filled the hearing rooms. You guys came down when we were voting on the bill, and the numbers were outstanding. And I don't know what more I could say except thank God. Thank God for Arizonans. Thank God for all you guys here. God bless you, and let's get this bill done.
I'm an Arizona native. I was born and raised here in Scottsdale, just about 15 minutes from where this office is. And I'm thrilled to be here today to celebrate Axon's continued growth in the city that I've always called home. I feel incredibly fortunate to have found my place at Axon. I went to college at ASU, and when it came time to apply for internships, a lot of my friends candidly were looking out of state because they didn't believe that Arizona had the opportunities they were looking for, which I took as a direct challenge to prove to them that they were wrong, and that's how I found Axon. I was lucky enough to get an internship with Axon, and I am now approaching my 6-year anniversary here in June. Axon is not just helping me build my career, but it's helping me build my life here. Due to the amazing opportunities and investments that this company has made in me, I've been able to invest in my future here. Actually, just about a year ago, I was able to purchase my first home here in Scottsdale, which is something that happened about 5 years earlier than I ever thought it would. This new campus will create many new opportunities for people like myself and like all of my coworkers you see here today. It will bring new talent to Arizona, and most importantly, the footprint that Axon is leaving and the difference that we're making in communities to protect life will continue to be a Scottsdale success story. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. I think we've got a big setup outside for everybody, and we'll head out there and celebrate. And really appreciate you all coming down today to celebrate such a big day. Thanks.
Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Lunch is being served outside in the parking lot. Thank you for coming.